Hello, YouTube. It's Nikisha, and I am back. I know this is not a regular day of filming. It's actually Sunday, Father's Day, by the way. So happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Um, but I felt like filming today, and I kind of wanted to talk about the subject of fathers, since today is Father's Day, depending upon when you see this and when it uploads. So either it's yesterday or today or whatever. I'm confusing myself, so I'll stop talking. But basically it's gonna be a short video, short-ish, I hope. But here's the thing. For me personally, I have me, my sisters, and my brother. We all have an amazing, wonderful father. I mean, like every other person, he has his faults and his hiccups and his whatever else that gets in the way. But he is all in all like the best person in the entire world. Like, I love him so much. And this is a note to every guy out there in the world. Just so you know, if you cannot treat a female better than her father treats her, you have no chance in the world. Like, you have no chance of being with her long term, ever. Okay? Ever. But anyway, I just want to talk about the different kinds of fathers we have in the world today. I mean, I have an amazing father. Like I said before, he's always been there. Like, always. My entire life, he's always been there, no matter what. But, I mean, like, some of my friends and people that I know don't have that luxury. Like, some of them never met their fathers. Some of them have their fathers in and out of their lives. And others of them know who their father is, but he's just a neglectful person. And he's just never there and never has been there, and is just there wasting space in the world, basically. But I mean, fathers, if there are any fathers watching or whatever, if you share this video to any fathers, which you should, but fathers, as a female, coming from a female point of view, you all have a very big role to play in our lives as women, because you're probably saying, okay, you're a girl, how does a man have an impact on your life? But it's very simple in a way. It's simple and complicated, because you're the first man we ever really have an encounter with, like an actual relationship with. So I don't understand how a man can see their child, whether the child is male or female, and not want to love them and not want to take care of them. And even if you haven't had a father in your life, wouldn't that give you the incentive to want to be the best father that you can be for your child? I mean, even if you don't know how to be a father, I mean, there are books. Read. There are books on how to be a mother. I'm sure there are books on how to be a father out there somewhere. Google it. Do something. Research it. Read a book. I mean, it's not rocket science. It's not something that you have to spend like billions of dollars on learning. All you have to do is experience it. Love your child for who that child is. Be there for that child when they need you. Don't have to have something catastrophic happen in the family for you to be there for your child. Be there on birthdays, holidays, every day. Be that one phone call away. If you don't live with your child's mother, if you all are not in a relationship, be there for your child, because at the end of the day, when you have a child, that is now your first priority. Your relationship with this other person is no longer first priority. It is your child that came out of that relationship that is first priority. So, whether you be one phone call away, a block away, 2 blocks away, 3 freaking boroughs away, you go see your child because that is your responsibility. You do for that child because that is what you brought into the world, or what you helped bring into the world. So you do it. It's on your shoulder. It's not, the ball is not in anyone's court but yours. You have to do it because you want to do it. Nobody's going to hold a gun to your head and say, be a father because I said so. You have to make up in your mind that you are going to be a father and actually parent somebody because this is the person you brought into the world. This person didn't ask to be brought into the world. You brought them in, so you teach them how to be in this world and how to live in this world and not get screwed over by the world. And to my mothers out there, especially the single mothers, the ones that are making this whole childcare thing work on your own, do not be bitter. Because especially, don't be especially bitter to the young men that are actually trying to see their kids, because you're going to only end up screwing yourself over. Because at the end of the day, like I said, your child is your first priority. And if that man is trying to see his kids and making time for his kids, you better let them see him. Because at the end of the day, you are the one that is going to fall back on. It's going to end up biting you in the behind, because your child is going to grow up saying, my mommy never let me see my daddy. I mean, he tried, but my mommy never liked him. And it's going to end up screwing you over, and you're going to look like the horrible, evil shrew from like the freaking toll bridge. So I suggest that if your significant other, your estranged significant other, or like you're divorced or whatever, separated, and this man wants to see his kids and makes time for them and puts in some sort of effort to see them and talk to them and be civil with you, extend the olive branch. Do it, because it's only going to screw you over if you don't. Excuse me. I mean, if he is that person that just doesn't do anything and doesn't put in any effort, then I'm sorry. You have no rights, sir. No right. You have no right to come in and say anything about the way that the mother is raising the child or the way that the child is growing up, because you weren't there to teach them any different. So who are you to come in now, years after the fact, and parent somebody? Either be there from the start or don't be there at all. Be there. I mean, you can come in if you have all the good intentions in the world. But, I mean, if you're just coming in to just manhandle the situation, then don't come. It's simple. It's very simple. And if you want to be that type of guy that just wants to just eat away at your baby's mother and just make her seem like the bad person, what's the point? What's the point? Go have some kids with somebody that you're happy with or something. I mean, I don't get it. Tearing her down, what is that doing for you? How's that benefiting your child? Because at the end of the day, you're going to look like the crappy human being that's tearing down somebody's mother because you decided to sleep with her. This is all a decision, people. You decided to sleep with her. You two decided of your own accord to lay down in a bed and like have sex. And here's a little math lesson, people. One person plus another person may or may not equal baby. So I don't understand why people be so confused when somebody ends up pregnant. And if you weren't using protection, duh. How could you think the child wouldn't just Like, it's not like the stork beamed the child down from Mars or something and dropped them on your doorstep. You picked the situation for yourself. You may not have picked the consequences, but you picked the situation. You chose to sleep with whomever you slept with, so you have to deal with that. If you didn't know that they were a jerk before you slept with them, well, now you know. And you just have to deal accordingly, especially when children are involved. You just have to deal accordingly. Get it together. Put on your big boy drawers or your big girl panties and do it, because your child needs you to. It's as simple as that. It's no longer about you when you have kids. It's about them and what they need and what they have to get. Their necessity in life is to live in a peaceable home, in a stable environment, with parents that do not fight. That's their right as human beings, to live peaceably on this planet. So I suggest y'all get it together, or just stop having random aimless sex with every Tom, Dick, and Harry that you meet in a club. It's not that damn hard. It is not that hard to keep it in your pants. That's why there are zips and buckles and buttons, people. It's not that hard to keep it in your pants. So, I mean, I don't understand. Like, it's... Please tell me, is it this hard? Is it hard to keep it in your pants, people? Because I don't understand. I'm genuinely confused by this. But, I mean, anyways, I got a little too excited. Forgot where my thoughts were going. But I genuinely feel like fathers nowadays, especially younger fathers, or the fathers that became fathers at a young age but are grown now, get it together, people. For the sake of your children and your grandchildren, get it together, because your children will not let you see those grandkids if you're not gonna get it together. If you weren't there in their lives, how you gonna be there? How you gonna want to be there in your grandkids' lives? I don't understand that. Get it together. Do better. That's all I have to say. Do better. All of you. Do better. Because it's not cute. I mean, for all the fathers that are actually on their job and doing what they need to do to support their families and their children, kudos to you. Bravo. Y'all are wonderful people. Keep up the good work. Teach your your male children how to raise kids and how to be a family and how to stay with the person that you had sex with. Because you just can't hop on somebody and then hop off and leave and ride off into the sunset and leave that person with the repercussions of what you did. It's not fair. It's really not. It's not fair at all. I suggest all of you get it together. Gather it. Get it together. Gather it. Find your center. And just throw all the emotions into a bag and bury it. Bury it deep. Because your children deserve better. They don't deserve the little boy that's running out in the street and can't get his head straight for nothing. The little boy that wants to still sleep with Tom, Dick, and Harry all over the place. And the little boy that wants to go clubbing and is interested in everybody and anybody but them. They don't deserve that. They deserve a father that's going to be there from beginning to end without any questions. Like, I don't ever have to question my father or whether he's going to be there or not. Because no matter how much it may get on his nerves, or no matter how much it feels like I'm bothering him or whatever, or being some sort of burden to him, he will always be there. always. And children all over the world need to feel that. Just because you weren't ready to have a kid, you shouldn't have been ready to insert your penis in anybody's vagina. I'm sorry that it has to get this graphic, but it's the truth. If you're not ready to have kids, you should not be ready to insert your penis into anyone's vagina. And if you're not ready to be a mother, you should not be ready to willingly open your legs to everybody. Girl, get your life. Get it. Gather it. All of it. I don't understand. I really don't. But that's pretty much all I really wanted to say in this Father's Day bonus edition of Nicki Thinks. So this may be either going up on today, Sunday, or it might be uploaded Monday for Monday's video. But if it's uploaded Sunday, then I will make another video tomorrow. Give me some more topics to talk about. Excuse me. Give me more topics to talk about, and I will chat. And that's about it. So, deuces. Nicki out.